Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, and hello, Cesar, my friends. And today we are going to talk about, how about the PowerPoint? Yes. The title is the Experience with the Limits, Next Generation Virtual Productions of Film and Videos. And so recently we are working on a new projects using what we call virtual productions. So please let us know what is virtual productions.
So virtual production or XR are the same name. Thank you. They are the same name to two very similar technologies. Basically, it's a new technology, a new workflow that we are using to merge the virtual world with the real world. We are using all types of technology, working with Epic Games, with many other partners in order to get these worlds, this virtual world, and merge it with real people.
And I know that most of the virtual productions need to use a software called disguise. And you are the professionals on this. So maybe you can explain that?
Yes, so disguise is a company that has been for many years doing the biggest shows in the world, in live events, everything related with live entertainment. We have been in theater, broadcast, live events, and even cinema. And after, for a few years now, since the end of 2018, we have been working in developing this XR or virtual production. And with the heat of coronavirus, we noticed that we had a whole industry, thousands of people, our customers, our users, without a job to do, right?
Yes.
There was no gatherings. I mean, now this is getting better, as we can see. We have people in the same room. But for quite a while, we didn't have this opportunity. So we developed our technology. We have basically what we have is disguise is a hardware and software company to develop to deliver events, video, and put workflows together to get all these things working as expected by the creatives. And what we did is to develop all these technologies using cameras, using Unreal, using trackers, Genlogs, put everything together, and disguise is the brain right now to be able to create these experiences, to merge these virtual worlds with the real worlds. Basically, the difference between virtual production and XR is for extended reality, we have seen before, funny enough, The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian, they use props with a backstage of LED, and this LED is what we call a virtual production. Why? Because the world actually is happening virtually. It's being created in a 3D tool, and virtually we are giving it the depth to make it look real. Extended reality, on the other side, is very similar. What you use is your back wall with your floor, maybe a ceiling, and an extended visualization of this world, what we call set extension, giving you an infinite 360 world that will create the best effect.
Oh, so, and on the other hand, maybe we can share some experience, because let people know in Hong Kong what the situation is right now, because this is a really new technologies. And did Hong Kong have this chance to use it? So recently, you are working on new projects in Hong Kong, in Sean Studios.
Yes,
with
absolutely.
the Hero Palmer Studios inside Sean Studios. So this is the yesterday pictures.
Yes.
and maybe you can explain.
So yes, I mean, in Hong Kong there is a huge interest to see how all these technologies develop. It is happening worldwide, though. I mean, companies all around the world are looking at how this can improve the future of storytelling, how creatives are going to be able to work with technologists in order to create better experiences for all the users. So here we are in Show Studios. They are rehearsing, researching, and already creating quite a few projects. And That's what we were doing there. We go there, we try to work with them, all the teams, because this is a big part of it. You want to have the lighting crew, the camera crew, the LED people, the video developers, the content creators. You want everybody to work together, but working together create the best quality projects possible, as we can see. So in this case, this is quite funny. So we have our black frame. So what we are using is completely black, and we can see how the lights were not working very well with the stage. This is something that has to be improved, and this is what this guy exactly does. It compensates, it calibrates, and makes sure that everything is working the best it can to have the best effect in the project. So yeah, here we are doing some tests. This is for calibration of the system, just to see how we are putting this LED world, or the physical side of the LED in the virtual world. And if you can go.
And I think when we saw the Mandalorian trailer about XR Studio, people are getting really excited. But when we really work on it, we found a lot of problems. So maybe you can explain. Just yesterday, you were explaining the technologies to different departments, like lightings and computer graphics.
Yeah, absolutely. So yesterday was quite a lot about the color calibration. That is a very big part. The main purpose of all this is to merge both worlds. I mean, we are in a time, and everybody's talking about it, is the buzzword of the moment, is the Metaverse. The Metaverse, this new universe that is going to be happening in the cloud, where we are all going to be interacting and buying, selling, watching cinemas that probably will be Netflix and all these kind of things. And what disguise is working on is in how to merge these with the real world. How can you get a real live concert into the Metaverse? How can you get it into a virtual world to be able to enjoy it? And for that, you need the quality. You need the real fusion of these two worlds for everybody to enjoy it. And we can see here. Yes, we have a little bit of the software and how the edges are giving us some problems with the color. And basically, that's what we need to improve, right? Is to make sure that everything.
This is something that people didn't recognize that's so hard. Because when you light up the panel, because the actor need to have lights on their faces, but the lights at the same time will hit on the LED, create problems.
Yeah, exactly. It is a learning curve for everybody. So, and understandably, we have some of the best LED techs, some of the best lighting designers on site, but still, even these people with a lot of experience for years in broadcasting, in TV, in film, they still need to learn and understand this new technology, the new purpose that we are giving to every single one of the devices in order to get the best quality, of course.
So we spent like 10 hours from left to right yesterday to calibrate the final result.
Yes, of course. So here we were already getting some results. We had the light had improved. The colors of the whole experience was looking a lot better.
Yes. And this is almost finals, but not, because you can see the virtual world and the real world LED have a kind of quite obvious different colors.
So at this point, we were just before the calibration. By then, we still didn't apply any type of color calibration. What we did is to work with every single department to get the best quality naturally without modifying the color of the scene itself. So this was clean just by working with every department to make sure that everybody is working together.
Yes, and different titles we have a different setup of the LED wall, and every time we need to do everything from scratch again.
Yeah.
So this is the hard part.
Yeah. So, well, here we have it after the calibration, looking a lot better. There is still a couple of things that we could improve. but the effect is much, much better. I mean, obviously, with all this, the quality of the LED itself, the quality of the materials you are using, the experience of the people doing these shows is going to be decisive in the results, right? But the most important part is creating this knowledge and growing the skills of all the technicians that are in the event to make sure that the projects look the best it can.
Yes, and thank you very much. And I guess one more question. What do you think about the future of the virtual productions?
Yeah, so, I mean, this is the experience that we had from one of the days. We spent the last 2 years doing this daily with different customers and growing the knowledge of all these technicians and users. And this is the main thing right now. So virtual production, it is going to be the future of storytelling. It gives you so many other opportunities to create hyper-realistic worlds or more fantastic worlds. It depends on what you want to do. And without moving from the same space, you can actually achieve many, many more possibilities. In the case of the scene that we were looking at just before, it is down, right? The sun was coming down. In a real situation, if you were on site trying to record this moment, you have a slot of 1 hour or 2 hours where the sun is going to be in this position.
Yes.
While you are doing a virtual production, the sun is going to stay like this as long as you need it.
Yes, this is no limit.
Yes,
so
exactly.
We cannot go home.
Exactly, and we are working directly with Epic. They are very close partners with these guys. We are even working with people like Netflix because you want to achieve these very final details in how the color is going to be Netflix standard. And we are obviously creating all these workflows where you can control these worlds in a live manner, on the moment, real time. You can rehearse with your team and make sure that everything is working completely perfectly. And by the time that everything is rehearsed and everything is working as you expect, you can get these big artists, the big TV or movie stars, and get them. And in one day or in a few hours, certainly much faster than you will do on site, you can get them to record a lot more shots. There is no waiting for them. You don't need to travel a whole crew to a new location for every single shot that you are doing for your movie or for your series. So this is actually creating a lot of possibilities. And working directly with creators, working with the people that are doing these unreal scenes, is giving even more possibilities and more ways of thinking how you want your movie to be done. What can we achieve now, and how we can increase the experience of the audience? How can we get that to happen in some virtual reality glasses? So this is all very interesting where it is going.
So what you can say about the downside, the downside of virtual production and your experience on working on this in several years?
Well, one of the downsides, I am a technical person, okay? One of the downsides is that the new GPUs and the new power of rendering cannot come fast enough. That would be one of them for me. The other one is learning. I mean, we all have to learn how these processes work, rehearse, and see how we can improve it. But not only for the disguised people, it's for all the users, for everybody that is working in this type of shows, in this type of projects, to learn and to grow. And right now, because it is a new technology, some people describe it as a little bit difficult because you need to understand camera, you need to understand LED, etc., as you were mentioning. But one of my colleagues actually makes a very good comparison, and it is Photoshop in the year 2000. It seems something like very difficult, while right now you have thousands of people actually using it. So yes, there is some challenges that have to be overcome. Most of it is going to be with growing, learning, and finding the new ways of actually working.
Yeah. Everybody need to keep on learning new things.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I think it's, thank you very much, Cesar, for
you,
today's sharings. And thank you very much.